Okay, guys, welcome to our third session. And tonight we're going to be talking about expanding your warm market. By the way, who do we have on the phone? Whose number ends in 7512? Hello?
Hello.
You hear me?
Hi, Greg. It's Cheryl McLaughlin. I'm sorry. I had my mute off.
Oh, okay. Hey, Cheryl, how are you?
Good. Good. Thank you.
Okay. And who is the other number? 6817.
I'm the 6817, by the way.
Oh, you are? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm Chuck. I have the 7512 number.
And who is that?
Chuck Kruger.
Okay. Thanks, Chuck.
No problem.
All right. Just rename you here. Chuck. And rename Cheryl. Okay, so before we get started, let me just share something. Okay, are you all familiar with this site, Coach Link Generator? Okay, I had some new coaches ask me about this, even though I put it like in the documentation emails and stuff that I send out to them. I know, not everybody reads what I put out, so, let me just go over it. And I'm sure Brian has probably shared. There's different sites. One is called coachinglinks.com. There's a simplecoachlinks.com, I think. And there's this one by Beachbody. We could put it in the, Brian, if you want to put it in the comments. But basically what you want to do, I would just, use the one from Beachbody for now. You can put in your coach ID, and hopefully everybody knows your coach ID. And you can put in your username, your screen name. So mine is Coach Greg A. And you submit. And what it does is it generates links for you. So I know a lot of coaches, they may they may not worry about this too much in the beginning, like yeah. But as soon as you get somebody who is interested in buying something, signing up under you as a free customer or becoming a coach under you, immediately you're going to want to know, how do I do that? Right? That's going to be your number one question. And I always get coaches that, message me like in the middle of the night, like, Greg, what do I do? And it's really not hard. Just remember this site, bookmark this site. And basically, if you want to sell them an all access challenge pack, for example, you just copy this link and it's got your coach ID in it. So that means that when somebody clicks on this link and they buy something, they're automatically going to be assigned to you. Okay. Now, one question that I always get, I'm sure Brian and Jessica, you probably get it too, is why don't the challenge pack links work for me? Okay. Well, that's because you're a coach. The challenge pack links won't work if you're logged into Team Beachbody, okay? Because coaches cannot purchase challenge packs. So they don't even show the pages to you. So that's why the links don't work for you. But what you could do is you can just make sure you're logged out of Team Beachbody and then try the link, or open up a different browser where you're not logged in and use the link there, okay? So once you find out what people want, right? Once you talk to your prospect or your potential customer, you find out, do they want the all access pass, or do they want a different challenge pack, or whatever. Then you can just copy the link and you can send it to them, okay? And then you can see this, I'm just scrolling. It's got like every fitness program, every supplement, blah, blah, blah. If you go all the way down at the bottom, now this is where, okay, let's say, well, this is your coach website, your blog, your Shakeology website. But if you want to sign somebody up with, let's say, just the club membership, that's like where they can get the free 30 days, right? And they can become your customer. Or like a free membership, There's that link right there. Or sign them up as a coach. So let's say they want to become a coach under you and get a challenge pack at the same time. You give them the coach link. Okay. So these are very important. I mean, what I do is I just copy these, the ones that I use all the time. I just copy them into like a notepad that I have on my computer and on my phone. And that way I can just copy and paste it. I don't have to come to this site. You know, and like the all access challenge pack and any of the challenge packs, I just have them all in a notepad with my coach ID, you know, or my wife's coach ID or my different business center coach IDs. I already have them all in a file that I can just copy. That's very handy. So I don't have to even come to this site. But I just want to make sure that you guys are all aware of this, because this is like the number one tip that every new coach needs to know. Okay, all you need to know is this site, or you know, one of the sites like this. So, any questions? Nope. Okay. All right. So let's talk about expanding your warm market. Since me and Brian normally go first, you want to go first, Jessica?
Sure. Oh, goodness, this gets me all nervous. First. Okay, so how to expand your warm market? First of all, you want to find new friends on Facebook. We're all on Facebook. Most of us do most of our business on Facebook. So we're going to go down a list of how you can find more people on Facebook. First of all, you'd be surprised how many people you know. We've talked about that before with the contact list and the memory jogger. You know way more people than you think you do. And believe it or not, they're probably all on Facebook, except for, you know, my dad. The old classmates from grade school, high school, college, old places that you worked, you can search Facebook for common interests or people with you can search for people who went to a certain school or have a previous job at a specific place. So do that. Try to find even groups for like your high school class of whatever year you graduated. You can find a whole bunch of people you went to school with there on Facebook. You can, if you have kids in grade school or in sports and things like that, you can search for the parents of your kids' friends, and friend them on Facebook. Let's see. You can look for the people that you come in contact with on a regular basis. Like if you get your nails done, are you friends on Facebook with the lady who does your nails? How about the lady that does your hair? The lady that cuts your hair? I know for guys, you guys don't have hairstylists, but you guys still get your hair cut someplace. Are you friends on Facebook with the girl or guy that cuts your hair? There aren't a whole lot of people that talk to people at a gas station anymore. But what if, do you have a mechanic that you go to for your car? Are you friends with Facebook on them? Friends with them on Facebook. Gosh, the checkout guy at the grocery store, do you chat with them on a regular basis? Where else do we go on a regular basis? Target, there's the same lady I talk to at Target all the time. Friends with her on Facebook. Let's see here. Oh, ladies, make sure that your name on Facebook includes your maiden name. So my name is Jessica Gray now, but I make sure that it says Jessica Mueller Gray so that everybody who knew me 20 years ago still knows that it was me. When I send them a friend request, or they might be looking for me for some reason, and that way they can find me. When you are out and about, you want to know how to use the mobile coach office on your phone. Does everybody know how to get into that?
Probably not.
Okay, so it's not an app, it is a website, but whether you're on an Apple or a Google phone, you can just search, is it Coach Mobile or Mobile Coach? And it'll take you to that website and then bookmark it. That way you can take down people's information right there if you can while you're chatting with somebody. You can Heck, you could even use like a notes app on your phone to jot down emails and phone numbers, contact information for people. If you have business cards, that's awesome. But in all honesty, in this day and age, handing somebody your business card isn't going to do a lot for your business. I know Gary Vee says that that's pretty pointless anymore to carry around business cards. So instead of just handing somebody your business card, you could keep your business card and write their information on the back of it for you so that you have their information if you don't want to jot it into a phone or the mobile app to keep track of them. You can look up, when you hit Success Club and you get those free leads from Beachbody, you can look them up on Facebook. A lot of times you can search Facebook by the email that they registered for their body account. You can search by their phone number. I had a lady whose email address was actually her first name and her maiden name. So I put it together. You know, I found her on Facebook even though, because her maiden name that was in her email was the maiden name listed in her profile. So you can get a little sleuthy in there. You can search, if they have their profile filled out, you can look for people by that name in the city that they live in, and try to find those leads on Facebook and send them a friend request. You do want to be careful of Facebook jail, though. If you send out way too many friend requests, Facebook will slap you on the hand and not let you send out any Facebook friend requests for a while. So you might want to create a little bit of a system for yourself so that you can keep track of who you're sending friend requests to. And after so many days, and I usually will let those ride about a week, just because not everybody's on Facebook every day like we are. And if they haven't accepted my friend request, I'll go in and delete the friend request then, because Facebook will watch and see how many outstanding friend requests you have. And so you don't want a bunch of them just sitting in there. It looks like you spammed a bunch of people and they don't want to be friends with you. Do you guys have anything to add to that?
No?
I'll go ahead and there's a great video by Brooke Lipoff on how to find friends on Facebook. So I'm going to throw that up in the chat for you guys. One of the things Jessica was also saying about, you know, just conversations and talking to everybody you meet. I'll give you an example. Last week when my wife and I went out doing errands and we went to the the AT&T store, and she was busy, you know, buying her phone. I'm walking around the store. I got my Beachbody shirt on, whatever was Body Beast, I think, and just making conversations with people. Now, let me tell you guys something. That would not be me, you know, 4 years ago. It's no way. But, you know, learning how to do it, personal development, and the more you do it, the more you step out of your comfort zone and start talking to people, the easier and easier it keeps getting. So I'm just walking around talking to everybody. I got the guy who helped us, I got friended him on Facebook. And it's not to like sit there and then say, okay, now buy a challenge pack. You know, it's just to expand your warm market, get more friends on Facebook so they can, you know, when you're making your posts, they're seeing what you're doing, and the more people, the more eyes you have on you and your business, the more growth that you're going to have. So everywhere you go, you know, just and if you're scared to do it and you're having fear, good, do it anyway. That's how you're gonna step out of that comfort zone, and get better at it. You know, that's the only way you learn to do it is that you keep doing it, you keep doing it, you keep doing it, you keep messing up, you do it, and then you walk away and you go, oh my God, I just made a fool of myself. So what? You know, so what? You keep doing it until you get comfortable doing it, and then you get better at doing it. It's like practice. It's like practice for it. So just try it, and then it starts to be fun.
Mm-hmm. There's also a lot of people, a lot of coaches will do groups, right? You can search for groups in Facebook. For example, if you are a Disney fan, right? If you love going to Disney World or Disneyland or whatever, you can search for groups, and there are probably hundreds of groups for Disney fans, okay? And you can request to join these groups. And these groups have thousands of people in them that are all Disney nerds, okay? And you can strike up conversations with these people, and you can start friending these people. And you can ask questions. It doesn't even matter if you really want to know the answer or not. You know, you can ask, could anybody recommend a great place to eat breakfast at Epcot Center, right? Or the Epcot World or whatever it is. And you'll probably get 100 people that'll recommend some place to eat in Epcot. Well, you can then just go friend, right? After you have, responded to their, or thanked them for their comment, right? And so then you sending them a friend request is not strange or weird or anything like that, because they just talk to you, right? Some groups may even allow you to post in them. You don't want to typically post, especially about Beachbody in a group, because some groups will kick you out if you're, soliciting or anything like that. But if the group allows it, you may want to post like an invitation to a free group or something like that. But, you have to read the rules of the group. But mainly it's just to strike up conversations. It's to friend people. It's to expand your warm market. So, make a list of things that you're interested in, art, puppies, Disney, whatever, and then go search and find some groups and start joining them and striking up conversations and making new friends. Brian and Jessica, you have anything to add to that?
No, we're going to talk about that soon.
What's that? Free groups?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
When I used to run my free groups, I did not ask for people to refer their friends, to add their friends into the group. I didn't make a big deal out of it. It's so bad not to do that stuff. And it's like Brian talked about. Every new thing I have to do terrifies me. Tomorrow night I'm doing my own What is Coaching call, and I had to get on live in my little event today, and I have gotten to the point where live has gotten a lot easier for me because I feel comfortable talking to people about challenge packs or joining my challenge groups and things like that. So to jump on live is no thing anymore, but I needed to jump on live and talk about recruiting today, and I would have rather peed my pants in public because I'm just not to that confidence level in that arena yet. But Brian was talking about getting over that fear. It feels so good when you're done. So always remember that there is a freaking amazing feeling just on the other side of fear. So put on your big girl pants and do it, and it'll be awesome in 10 minutes. But free groups, I have been amazed at the people. If you dangle a carrot in front of some of them, that you'll get a $10 Amazon gift card, how many people will add 25 of their friends to your free group, and then you get to just friend all of them. Every month I add about 50 people to my friends list now, and I would have never known them before. I just made it a competition in my free groups. So don't let that opportunity slip you by, and mention it more than once. In my free group, there's like a 4 or 5 day lead up. I mentioned it 3 times. So.
Yeah, I do the same thing. And like I said, I even gave you guys the example of the ad that I ran, right? I posted in the Engage group, the post. I created an event and I boosted that event. And I got, what did I say? Like 40 people that joined. And now I'm up to 50 people just because people are adding their friends. So like Jessica, I had typically on average about 50 people, 50 new friends a month just from running free groups. And typically I will convert, about 1%, right, of those people into challenge packs and into my paid group. So, if you get 50, that's 5 people. So that's SC10 right there, right? Now, if you guys are like wondering, like, what is a free group? How do I run a free group? Or how do I do a Facebook ad? All that is covered in this self-paced training group that I just posted a link to, and you guys can all request to join that group. And I can show it to you here real quick. Let me share my screen.
But keep in mind as well, though, it's not always just about the conversion rate this month. That's still 50 more people that you have the opportunity to continue having conversations with, and may have an awesome time in your free group and want to join it again next month and bring 10 more of their friends. So that just continues to snowball. Even if you don't convert as many people this month, that's a door that wasn't opened yesterday for down the road.
Right. Yeah, very good point. Some coaches get discouraged when they don't have anybody that wants to join their paid group, right? Their challenge group. But you got to look at the bright side of it. Like Jessica said, you're still adding a whole bunch of new friends. You're still honing your coach skills and building that trusting relationship, and people may convert down the road, right? Or they'll come back for your next free group. So if you join this group, if you request to join this group, there is a pinned post at the top. I'm looking at the pinned post. And in this pinned post, you will see like a table of contents, and it will kind of walk you through like different videos on how I run my clean group, how to do tracking and follow up. There's a couple different examples of how to run free groups. If like how to do PicMonkey, which is, a tool that it's a website you can use to create the graphic pictures like we post a lot of times. What to post in your free group, how to create video collages using pick, play, post that you see some coaches do, how to create a like page, how to promote an event or how to create an event, how to do a call to action. So really it covers everything that you need to know about. These are little videos that you can watch. And then at the bottom, there is a couple Google links. The second one here is a newer one, and you can see, I've gotten it from a coach, Jamie Shepard, but she has free groups like laid out from soup to nuts on everything, right? So there's a 7-day clean eating, there's a crock pot, there's a grilling out 7-day. You kind of just pick what you want. And there's a water challenge. So like I do this clean eating one here, and she gives you the shopping list. She gives you the day-by-day meal plan that you can give to people, of what they need to eat every single day. She gives you the posting template. She tells you exactly what you need to post every day. Now, typically I will, modify. I will use maybe some of these posts, and I will change them and do my own posts. So it's up to you, how exact you want to be. You can use these posts exactly, or you can create your own. Like Jessica said, it's best if you do a lot of videos, like live videos in your group, and because that's going to just build that trusting relationship with people. I even give people like 5-minute exercises to do in my clean eating groups, so that so I'm giving them fitness and a meal plan. But the main thing is it expands your warm market, and it builds that trusting relationship with people. And what you want to just mainly do is try to keep them engaged. So you could, just to show you my clean eating group here, this is the one that I just kicked off. It just kicked off today. But I'm posting meals, and I give prizes, like Jessica said, for people who post healthy meals that they're eating, and it just encourages a lot of people to participate. So yeah, I mean, so I have 49 people in the group 49 new friends that I didn't have last week, so it's definitely a great thing. And it's something that I encourage all new coaches to do within their first 30 days. Even if you cannot sell a challenge pack, there is no reason, if you don't have any friends that want to buy anything, there's no reason that you shouldn't start a free group, because I guarantee you will have friends that would love to join your clean eating challenge or your water challenge or your kick the can, the soda can for a week habit. I am sure that you can find people that would be interested in doing that. And at the same time that you're doing that, you are still going to be talking about, what you're doing, working out, drinking Shakeology. Like, especially if you're in a clean eating group, talking about Shakeology is natural, right? You're drinking this superfood clean shake made from 100% whole foods, no additives, preservatives. You explain to them what it is, because they're going to see you drinking it every day, right? And then you can talk about working out, because naturally it goes along with your water challenge or your can challenge or your clean eating challenge. Does that make sense? Does anybody have any questions about that? But Carol, Corey, you're muted.
I'm there.
I'm good.
Okay.
You set up a different Facebook page totally?
What's that?
Do you set up a different Facebook page? Like create a new Facebook page for it? Or do it on your personal page?
You can do it on your personal page. And I would suggest that new coaches advertise it on their personal page. So this is just a group. See, I just created a group. So you guys can all create a private group, and you just run it in the group. But what I would suggest that you do is, you see events here. Oh, you're not looking at my screen anymore. But do you guys know how to create events?
Yeah.
Well, I would just create an event from your personal page, just like you invite people to a birthday party or to an anniversary dinner or whatever. You just create an event and you invite people. Do the same thing with a free group. Just create an event, right? Make a nice banner picture. And like I said, use that link and grab one of those 7-day challenges, and just, you just describe the challenge. You could even look at my event that I posted in the Engage group and copy it. I don't care, just invite all your friends. And then, like Jessica said, like every day leading up. So what I'll do is, like a week before, I'll create the event. I'll invite all my friends. And then every day leading up to the group, right, I'll create a private group. And anybody that clicks going on the event, I will add them into the group, right? But every day leading up to the start date of the group, I will be posting in the event, telling people to make sure they invite their friends, offering them prizes, whoever invites a friend gets put into a drawing, that type thing. Whoever invites the most friends gets put into a drawing. Just reminding people to join the group, so all that posting in the event is showing up on their timeline, right? And then their friends are seeing it too, because they're, how you can see like so-and-so is going to this event because they're your friend, and then you'll get more people to join. But then, I just put them all in a private group, and then you just have to keep them engaged and get them posting for a week,
That's the key. Rock the shit out of that group then.
Yeah.
Because I've done that. I took Greg's script and I copied and pasted and did not have the same success because I did not stay involved in the same group. You really have to be in it with them and show them that you're you're there with them. And
Oh
you
yeah,
will-
I mean, I will invest more time in this free group than I do in anything else, right? I mean, I will be in there 3 hours a day, posting, commenting, private messaging on people, because I want them to get engaged. I want to build that relationship with them because I only have 7 days, right? To make something happen, right? Looking at their timeline, commenting on their pictures, liking their posts, I'm trying to, get them to that next step, right? Of investing in their health and their fitness and taking that next step of then joining my Premier group, right? Where I can really be your coach. So I'm over investing in them in the free group so that hopefully they will invest in the paid group. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. So
And
Brian, any other?
Yeah, just in the link that Greg shared, I'm gonna share my screen real quick. This stuff is awesome. Jamie Shepard did an amazing job putting all this together. Each one of these groups with all of the posts that you guys need, everything. And then check this out here, how to promote the group. And she goes over everything from start to finish. Select your start date, 2 weeks to prepare, decide which free group you would like to host. And she tells you exactly how to do it and everything right from the pre-planning phase, gives you examples of the call to action wording. Look at this, she gives you example conversations with people, okay, 1 week before the group starts. So this is any of those groups you're gonna pick. You follow this same format. She's giving you tips here on successful. After the challenge, what do I do? That call to action. I had a hard time with that when I started doing free groups. I was like, call to action. I went, oh, like how do I, like Greg was just talking about, it gives examples here. So there is just so much here.
What I do now for my call to action is I won't just do a post. I will do a live video in the group. And I will say on the last day, I'm going live at this time. And I'm going to be congratulating people. I'm going to be giving away the prizes. I'm going to be, answering your questions, right? Because I want to try to get as many people on the call live as possible, or at least interested in watching the recording, right? So that's how I advertise it. And then I do that stuff on the live call, but then I also end by talking about what's next, right? Because it's like, hey guys, you did this amazing job. So-and-so lost 5 pounds. So-and-so invited these people and got this prize. Great job. Now, what's next, right? So I will tell them all about my Premier group. I'll even show them, I'll hold up the phone to the screen so they can see like all the people commenting and posting and getting the MVP prizes and everything that we give away in our Premier groups. Hopefully you all are part of one of our Premier groups. And if you're not, just contact me or Brian or whoever, and we will get you into one of our Premier groups, or you can run your own. There's nothing wrong with running your own private group. But just promote it and talk about it and how great it is, and talk about how they can get started with a Beachbody program and with Shakeology, the superfood shake that you've been drinking all week, and how you will give them an amazing deal and help them get started on this. Don't talk about prices, don't talk about any of that stuff. You just want to hype it up, get them excited to want to ask you a question about it, And even if they don't, even if no one asks a question on the live call, which is typical, that's fine. I'll end the call like 15 minutes or whatever. And then I will, if anybody comments on the video, I'll follow up with them. But even if they don't, I will follow up with every single person in the group. And that's key, right? I will have a spreadsheet of every single person in the group, and I will keep a status, of, are they my friend? Are they my customer yet? Are they, whatever they've been posting about, any conversations that we've had. And I will follow up with them and say, hey, thanks for being part of the group. How did you do? Did you have a chance to watch my live video? Are you interested in joining my Premier group, which is starting next week? And the conversation will continue from there. All right, what else? We have 15 minutes left.
We go over everything?
I think we did. We have to add some more content into this one.
Hi, Greg. This is Cheryl. I have a question.
Yes.
Has anybody ever stumbled in these free cleaning eating groups as far as anyone asking like a real nutritional question that you don't know the answer to? I mean, how do you get past that? Any advice?
You ask us. You don't have to get right back to them immediately. They'll usually post a question in the group or something. So post it in our engaged group. Hey guys, I need help. That's what the rest of the team is here for. So that as you encounter that stuff that the rest of us have all come up against, because we've all been there. Somebody asked, what should I do about this? And we all went, holy shit, I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, you can certainly, come to us, come to the engaged group and post, like she said. I had a person in my free group today or yesterday asked about whether this diet plan was good for a diabetic, okay? Well, I'm not going to tell her that it's good for a diabetic, even though it probably is. What I said to her is, I'm not a nutritionist, but I would recommend you talking to your medical doctor about that. And I said,
Right.
plan is, it comes from Beachbody. So it is derived from nutritionists for weight loss and for a healthy diet. But I can't say, is it medically okay for your condition? You need to talk to your doctor about that.
Okay.
Yeah. So never get yourself in, if anybody asks for medical advice, never give medical advice, whether it's for a workout program or for a diet or anything like that. You'll always want to refer them to a professional, right? Okay, let's, I have something else to share with you guys. And it's the Power Hour. Okay. So if you guys want to click on that link, we do Power Hours in our Business Builders calls every Monday night. So if you guys aren't part of our Business Builders call, you should be. But it's really something, and we do it together as a group, so it's fun. We play music and kind of go through things, but it's really something that you should be doing on a daily basis as a coach, right? So I give you this, and I would love for you guys to, start trying to do it, right? So hopefully, we say, in order to be successful as a new coach, you want to spend, at least an hour a day where you're devoted to, basically the 3 vital behaviors, right? And that's going to help your business to grow, right? And so this Power Hour kind of breaks down things that you should be doing, like adding 3 people to your network every day, right? I mean, it's like doing these things that we talked about, like going into groups or finding friends of friends or doing a free group or whatever. You don't necessarily have to do 3 every day. Like for me, I'll do 50 at one time, but it probably averages out to 3 a day, right? So you want to just make sure you're hitting those goals that you set out for yourself. And like 3 a day is like 3 times 30 is 90 new friends a month, right? I mean, that's a lot of new friends that are seeing your posts that you're making and stuff like that. And then you want to, start 3 new conversations, build 3 new relationships. I invite 3 people, you can invite 3 people to your free group every single day or whatever. And it just gives you a way of tracking it. So we talked about like the business activity tracker last week. This is similar to that, but it's just like, you know, things that it's kind of like power of threes that you can do during your business hour and track it of what you're doing. And it just tells you things that you might not think about doing, but it's definitely things that you should be doing during your power hour. Because if all you're doing is scrolling Facebook and commenting on people's posts or checking into your challenge group, well, you're really not doing everything that you really need to be doing, right? Inviting new people and striking up new conversations and things like that. There's something that I know a lot of coaches do. It's called, Jessica, help me out here. It's like a birthday thing, right? Or like an A to Z. Are you familiar with the A to Z thing?
Yeah.
Can you explain how that works?
So you would go to your friends list. So to go to your page on Facebook and go to your friends list, and then you can search your friends list, like if you were looking for a specific name, but all you would put in is like AA. And so you're going to go in alphabetical order. And so if you type in A, because nobody starts with AA except Aaron. But if you just put in A, it'll bring up all of your friends whose name starts with A. And then you can just kind of quickly go through for that day, shoot all of those people a message. Just say, hey, how are you? Long time no talk. How's it been? Or, you know, hey, how was your Christmas? Or spring break's coming up. You guys have plans? It doesn't have to be Beachbody related. You're just trying to reconnect with that person and start up a conversation. But then keep track. Like today I did all the A's, or, you know, if you get to the, you know, tomorrow do all your B's, or if you have a lot of friends, you know, when you get to like a B, you could do BAs. And so today you did all the BAs through BEs, and the next day you can do that. Keep going down the alphabet till you get to the Z's, and then start all over again. And you will hit those people regularly then. And then everybody has most people have their birthday listed on Facebook. So you can check your little notifications for whose birthday it is today, every day. And you can go in, and if you click on that person's name in your notifications, it will take you to write a message on their wall. And I will say, do not do that. Click on their name and send them a personal message. You want to stand out different from everybody else that's just sending them a message on their wall. You want to send them a private message, so that you look like you took more time and energy out to wish them a better happy birthday than everybody else. So those two tricks, the alphabet and the birthdays.
Yeah, and it's just a good way to connect with all the friends that you do have, or reconnect with all the friends that you do have. And by you striking up a conversation with them, they're going to then check you out, right? And they're going to look at your timeline. And hopefully they're going to see that you've been sharing your workouts or about Shakeology or about the coaching opportunity. And they're going to ask you about it naturally. They're going to be like, hey, what's this thing? What is all this stuff that you're posting? You know, and it's naturally going to come up in a conversation. So
Facebook pays attention to how much conversation you're having with people, even behind the scenes in private messages and stuff. And so if you haven't talked to that person forever and they've never commented on any of your stuff, and you know, there's been no back and forth between the two of you, Facebook isn't really showing them any of your stuff on their news feed anyway. So if you can start to have that conversation, even if it's private messages back and forth, then they'll start seeing stuff on their news feed, and then they may comment and like, which just builds that affinity, and Facebook will pair you guys together more and more.
Yeah, and like what I said, it's if you're not sharing about Beachbody and your workouts and what it's done for you, and you're telling your story, that's where you guys have to start. So none of the rest of this matters if you're not doing that. So please start doing that. I went and I checked out all my new coaches who started in the past month, their timeline, and I would never know that any of them are a coach because they're not sharing anything on their timeline. You know, so that's the first step that all new coaches have to get over, is that fear of just sharing. Like, I know you guys are posting great in your private challenge groups or in your challenge tracker apps or whatever, but that's not helping your business at all. because no one can see that except for everyone that's already a coach or working with a coach. So you have to start sharing that with everybody else. Telling them about, not in a sleazy way, but just telling them what your workout did for you today. How did it make you feel? And that's what's going to inspire people to want to follow you, right? Or something cool that happened, or maybe, a fellow challenger, you can always share their results, or whatever, right? So just try to find something every single day that you can start sharing. All right, so that's it. We are gonna wrap it up, and at 9 o'clock, which is 3 minutes, we are going to have our business builders call. So if you guys hang around for that, we're going to be talking about time management. All right.
And I got to take off. I don't have time.
What?
Man, no, seriously though, I can't stick around for the 9 o'clock.
All right.
But thanks guys for being here tonight.
When do you leave, Brian?
Thursday afternoon.
Cool. Have
Thursday
fun.
afternoon. Thank you.
See
Bye,
you there
guys.
next year.